Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the second part here of episode 2 of Olympus Overdrive, the Sprawl Martian racing anime cyberpunk game of the future. It is
The
the
future.
It
The
is
future is now.
It's the distant year. It's the distant year of 2017. And,
Cyberpunk in space.
yeah. Okay. Cool. So we just got our mission, right? Once again, we are going against the Racing Commission, getting the actual group stage maps.
These racing
And,
motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then so we're gonna do this mission and then do some racing. That's the plan today. So let's get started.
Storage.
We got the mission,
Yeah.
right? They left.
Yep.
What are you guys gonna do to bring this information back?
We need to stake cred.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to
Yes.
stake. It's like the
Don't
one
worry.
thing I constantly forget about. So thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for that. Yep.
It's the money that.
Yep. So how much are you waging?
And
How
it's-
much creds are you waging?
Yeah, and let's remind it. It's like you can stake 1 or 2, and nothing is bad. But if you stake 3, it's like extra. It ticks up a clock. It's risky.
I think it ticks the legwork, then the mission, then the legwork, then the mission for like each.
Yeah.
So 1 tick for each person who stakes 3 or higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because this mission's well paying, we should get back 3 times our stake in
I'm
cred.
gonna get back triple. All right. In that case, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
stake 2.
I was gonna say
Hey,
too.
also, by the way, Sid Alpha's here in chat. I just want to do a quick shout out to Sid. He's a cool YouTube critique reviewer, as well as did the voice for our video today on our break. So thank
Yeah!
you so much.
That's
cool.
Sid.
Thank you,
Cool as
Sid.
hell.
Yeah.
Sound
Huge
dope.
hearts. Yeah, huge hearts to you. Thank you.
Because I'm Dickens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stake 3 cred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
I
get-
fucking
jump
knew
into
it. I
Yeah.
fucking knew it.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just read you my first directive. Financial. Your pursuit of more money puts the mission in danger. Mark experience. This is my shit.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
Dickens. This is you. The
Yeah.
fucking tower. You motherfucker.
Last week I was the devil.
Next,
Or the CEO.
Look, you
I
can be
believe.
both. You can be both. Also,
Next.
no, the devil is the corporation.
Oh, sorry.
The CEO is the Hierophant. I think.
Yeah.
I'd have to check my notes. I've still got the Google Doc in progress.
All right.
All right.
who else is waging? Oh, that takes up the legwork though. Let me do that.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm staking 2.
Yeah, I'm staking 2.
Good one. Two.
So everyone else but Charlie is 2.
Yep.
Okay. I'll put.
So like pre-mission stuff.
Yep.
I reckon while we were in the bar, Becky was just using this to like go around and nose around and like get ideas for like stories. So I'm gonna roll my nose for a story move.
Yep. The setup one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And you weren't listening to my conversation as well, so you know, like
Yeah.
the executives level people in Taika have like vested interests.
That's 6.
That is not a good role.
No.
Why would you do this to our blossoming criminal
That's-
enterprise?
Really not good for a nose for a
Yeah.
story.
What happens on a 6 for that move? It doesn't say.
Story bites back.
So what were you? So let's talk about the fiction then. So you said you went to a bar, right?
Yeah.
You went to a bar.
Yeah.
looking-
So while we were in the steady, like, Scoop started by like sitting in the bar. She she ordered a gin martini stirred, and just started like eyeballing like execs that were also drinking.
Yeah.
And she probably ended up like chatting with a brief free exec, and maybe like pushing a bit too hard.
And
Yeah.
no, when I think the way that looks like, I feel like you do it right, but it like you go back to the bar or whatever, and then the bartender is like cleaning out a glass or whatever, and says, "Wait a
Mhm.
second, Becky fucking Barker,"
Shit.
right?
Yeah. Hi.
That's you, isn't it?
And there it
Made.
is.
Mm.
I don't really
Look.
do autographs.
Oh, I don't want your autograph, man, but a nice tip would be fine. Listen, some people really want me to relay a message to you, and I want you to know I am a fan of your work, but
I do good work.
things are, what's be the Martian way for like things? This is just how it is, right? There's a term for it, right? And
Sand
anyways,
shifts.
Yeah, the sand shifts. Yeah, but the sand shifts. You know how it goes. And he puts his hand out, expecting something. Your recording devices, ma'am.
Are we still in
Not-
the same bar?
Yeah, they're in the. She's in the.
Is this in
she's
the
same bar.
steady?
She doesn't know about. No, well, listen. They don't. This person does not know what happened with Finbar, but this is like your recording, your own personal recording equipment. Your reporter, he is assuming that you have been taking notes with this stuff, and so they're like, hand it over. They do not know about
Client confidentiality.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, about taking something.
Yeah.
Right.
Becky, would you like me to deal with this fool? Because I think I can.
So here's the thing, right?
If you're attached to your equipment, I can deal with this. But,
I mean,
Thing.
also bear in mind you have Twist.
Yeah.
And she'll throw down. She's been
yeah, but I
throwing.
can be
think
quiet
Becky's-
about it, Dickens. I can be
Yeah, no,
quiet.
I think she's like, okay, I realize I'm not welcome here. She like downs the rest of her martini and just leaves.
I think Twist is like,
Yeah.
just got a really colourful drink.
Yeah,
Sitting there with, like,
he just
this,
down,
like,
yeah.
electric blue cocktail. She's like, what?
So,
She takes it.
so what do you do?
Yeah, I think Becky just is she's not willing to like hand over her stuff because it's expensive.
Yeah.
And it's kind of her livelihood. So she's gonna leave the bar and not press anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the hostess is going to be like, "Oh, you're leaving so fast? You really shouldn't leave without trying." And they're like grabbing you and being like, "You really shouldn't leave without trying this appetizer thing, right?" Like you can see that actually, like they're holding one of those cloths over their hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that they're holding something underneath it.
Yeah.
Do I have line of sight of this from the VIP area, Eric?
No, because you probably hear it, but you probably don't see it, right, from where you're at.
Yeah.
Because I imagine
Okay,
you're exclusively back there. It's
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
the things that
no,
make exclusively
totally,
back there.
totally,
You're not near the
totally.
front of the
Yeah.
place, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
So like,
And,
so like player to player, Ash. Ashley,
Yeah.
like, do you want me to intervene or do you want to see how this plays out?
Well, we'll see how it plays out so far.
Alright,
It
cool.
might
Cool,
might
cool.
be.
I
It,
think-
it might go somewhere.
Yeah, just like if you need an assist, just yell.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
And
Becky says, I never really liked this fancy Earth style food. I think I'll pass. Thank you.
Eric, do you mind if
Twist,
I just?
I think Twist
Yeah.
looks at you and goes like, like, are you doing this right now? You know what I mean?
This drink is like just set down.
I mean, I imagine Twist is near you, right? Like going out with you.
Oh yeah.
Or
No,
do they-
I think.
Yeah.
I think she was like really sad. She had to leave her open bar behind, and was like bringing the cocktail to the door with her, and then has realized,
Yeah.
oh wait, this might be more serious. And
Right.
I'm not sure whether she sets it down or whether she necks it.
Mm.
I think she necks it.
Yeah, I think the twist I know. Yeah, she's like goes, I flicks the straw away. Boom.
Yeah. And I think the hostess looks at you, and you see that they're kind of scared, and they don't want to do this, right? They don't want to do this,
Mhm.
but being like, "Are you sure? You look like you had too much to drink," and they are going to. A stun baton comes out and shocks you down, pretty much before anything can happen.
Oh, I was
You're
gonna
not
bring out my taser.
Your own taste. Oh, and they play it off like very subtly, like, "Oh dear, oh she definitely had too much to drink," kind of thing, right? Like it's very subtle. And the bartender is like looking at the hostess right here, like
just
like they're. And now it's Twist's
I think
turn,
at this
right?
point,
Yeah.
I'm concerned because like
Yeah.
I mean,
That-
Twist
that's
Twist
an
will
awfully-
definitely beat me.
Yeah, that's an awfully suspicious train of events. I think, Dickens and Fortune just like
Yeah. We're just
lock
sitting there
eyes across the VIP area.
It's the thing of like the little like receiver in my lapel like lights up and like I just tap some heads because we're just enjoying our drinks in the VIP
Yeah,
area.
absolutely.
having a
We're
chat.
just
It's
having
like-
fun in the VIP area.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like Fortune, we need to move.
Yeah, and I just scoop up the cards and then like out the door and
Yeah.
like as they pass like from the VIP area into like visible view, their like posture changes from like a slightly more relaxed like Fortune posture to like that like predatory like stalking corporate like executive walk.
Well,
And
you see that
and
in-
Fortune is just making a beeline for them.
Yeah,
Um,
you hear the people be like, "Oh, I can't believe they let Martians in here. Like they can't handle this earth and alcohol. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
This place is going downhill, downhill
Yeah,
kind of thing." As you
Is
see
there
you see the red dress getting taken
Earth
away.
gravity here?
Yeah,
Earth gravity here? Yeah. I'm gonna follow it, and I'm like gonna tap one of the servers on the shoulder, like very politely.
they turn around, and they don't know who you are, and your internet froze.
Uh
There you go.
Has
You're
it?
good.
No,
yeah,
am
you're
I-
good.
Very good.
okay,
Good.
yeah. I just like tapped him on the shoulder, and I'm like, the next time you need to take care of business, I would appreciate it if you would keep it down. In the meantime, though, and I'm just totally bullshit. I'm just distracting them while
Fast talker?
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna spend one of my holds to disable a guard. I've just got my hand on the shoulder and I've got my thumb pressed into their artery, and I just choke them out and just like very gently help them to the floor and then move on to the next one.
Oh my god. Yeah. And so okay.
I'm just gonna knock out three members of the wait staff and rescue Becky. Like,
And you do this without interrupting anyone's meals. Like they're just like literally.
yeah, no,
just-
absolutely. It's like totally quiet,
Yeah.
totally like predatory, like shark, like just smiling at them as they
it just looks like you push them down into a chair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're just having a seat. I'm like, here, you sit down, and you sit down,
Yeah.
and you sit down, and then I just like give like tap Becky lightly on the face, and I'm like, come on, let's go, go, we're out of here.
Done.
Yep.
That bails you out.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing I still had all that hold, because like otherwise, whoo.
Yeah, that could have gone bad.
So you're right, and it made me realize I never said it though. But like, if you're going to an upscale place like that with corporate people, imagine that the harm is very high, right? Like the damage, you're basically tiered out. You know what I mean? Compared to what you want. Just keep that in mind. But it seemed like
It's automatically a desperate limited. Yeah.
right. Like you
no,
already
totally.
got into it, right? So you're good.
All right. So I guess we cut to the back room of the Great Expectations,
Right.
and the like subtitle of 3 hours later.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So-
Like, by the way, like I'm letting you guys take the reins here as you guys start the legwork and stuff.
Okay.
Like that, right. So like this is
Yeah.
I want to hear what you guys are doing to plan this out. If you need more information, like if I didn't explain the mission clearly enough or whatever, let me know. But otherwise, like
Okay.
I want you guys to work.
Can I roll my storage move really fast?
Yeah, totally.
I just do at the beginning
Sure.
of the mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
11.
11.
Nice.
Perfect. Oh, good. You don't have to use the twist that I had set up for you. That's good. What? I didn't say that. Did I say that out loud? Oops.
Son of a... Oh, damn. 3 gear.
Yep.
That's pretty
You
good.
just go to,
That's
that
pretty
makes
damn
sense.
good.
Fucking so like what do we see? Do we see that like you're like pissed that being like fucking taken down by drone? And you like you go up and like you see this, like walls
Yeah.
of machinery and guns.
And my little like flying roach drone
Yeah.
is fried right now, so I'm just like super pissed, just like looking through all my shelves, just like I can't fucking believe this. I gotta use a Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
Like I do have stuff like labeled out in like Dewey Decimal. I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah. So you grab 3 gear then, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Fucking flawless.
You have a lot
Good
of
job.
gear for this.
Hanger gear. Yay.
So I need to roll hustling. I think I'm going to roll all 3 of my jobs, which I guess is kind of abstractly in the intervening gap between my last job and this one. But like, yeah, Dickens has been conducting business because there's a lot to do in the run up to the group stages. for his job.
Yeah.
So
A lot of money in the bets and stuff for the group stages.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Charlie, you are not as far as like bets go and stuff. You are not high up on the list at all. People do not have faith. But like you're like the dark horse favorite, right? But like your odds are really bad.
But also, it's like partially because I'm engineering them to be bad.
Right.
Oh, that's a lot of what I'm doing. Is like I want to keep his odds terrible so that I will win on.
I never mentioned it, by the way, but like the crowd favorite, like the one expected to win, is Marduk.
Marduk.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a note of that because that will be.
That's some prime mythological reference right there, Eric. Oh, I love it.
Favorite to win the race.
Can we ask questions about Marduk?
Yeah. What do you want to know about him, like offhand? You know, like they're just like they're like the Martian favorite, right? They're the badass. They're from they're not actually part of this station. They're part of another station.
Who's the sponsor?
They don't have one.
They don't have one. They're self-raised. They're basically
They're
like
the fucking Martian champion of the people.
Can I
Exactly.
Can I spend my like question hold to like have some of that information? Like if they're not part of a corporation, if they're not sponsored, then I assume my underground, my more black market contacts would at least be able to know like murmurings of like, oh, this guy is from here and he's really
Is it relevant to what you were researching though, I think is the question.
It wasn't. They're not part of this hacking group. They're not part of the Gorgons.
Okay. So
I think it has to be on
the Gorgons. The Gorgons have their own racer. I mean, I want to say it's probably the Medusa because that makes sense. But
I think the car is called the Medusa. I think like the actual racer has the name of like one of the other Gorgons that is less famous.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's basically what I want to know is like, is he part of them?
Yeah. No.
So does that spend my question then, or do I still have that?
No, you still have it. You still have it.
Yeah.
Okay. So as long as it's like related to, just so I understand, as long as it's related to my previous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be about that drone, that hacking group. So I'm gonna the mutual friends are out knocking on doors, pulling in debts. I am busy like sorting deals between. I guess it's like I'm trying to think what kind of deals I'm managing at the moment. I think there's like a protection thing going on at the moment. It's a protection racket essentially for like sellers of like racing parts. Of like the mutual friends are rocking up to like racing part stores and be like, "Hey, so you would like to be doing business during this season of great value to all people who are involved in racing? Wouldn't it be a
terrible shame
if your shop was to suddenly be blown up?"
Oh no!
And I think the deals though are like, if you cooperate with me, and like I guess this is maybe a Vulcan thing of like, if you cooperate with me, I'm gonna just grease the wheels. All the executives you need to like make your stuff work are just gonna find themselves cooperative or else. So that's the sort of thing I'm doing. Is like I'm carrot and sticking the kind of manufacturing layer of the Mars people, and then also just collecting debts to my gambling shop.
Make the roll.
There we go. Oh no! Oh no! That's really bad.
Oh dear.
Boy.
So, on a 6, everything is FUBAR. The MC will make a move based on the disaster for each job. So just for clarity, for debt collection, the disaster is that someone is out of pocket. Which I think in this case might be me.
Did you say out of pocket?
Yeah. Oh no,
okay.
that's really
without describing what that is.
It just the disaster is someone's out. So the profit is like getting gear on debt collection. The disaster is someone's out of pocket.
Someone's lost money.
It sounds
and
like that was
pleased.
Maybe my like people's debts to me.
Yeah.
The brokering deals is the brokering deals disaster is that the deal that I arranged goes wrong.
Oh, well, this is perfect. Know what it is? Let's do it this way. I will make a new clock. Actually, you know what? No. Dude, you fucking hit somebody who belongs to Papa.
Nothing. Oh no!
They have Papa. Like, do you even know we're under the Papa's protection? Are you nuts?
Do you know who you're dealing with?
Yeah, and I feel like this is probably the point when your enforcers and maybe even Twist is there, right? being like, and they Papa and their crew come by, being like, "Is there a problem here?" And then we cut over. Right.
So is this me and Twist get back from our nice night out?
You. This is your. Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, we get back to the Great Expectations with like me and Twist sort of carrying Scoop, who's a little out of it still.
Yeah. I'm like supporting Scoop's other side, and I'm like, Becky, you really. Do you want to like talk about like personal protection classes sometime? Like, if you're gonna get in situations like this, like you gotta be prepared. I'm not always gonna be there.
Twist.
And then we just walk in, and the gang are fucked.
your gang. No, like you're like some of your gang people are missing. Like 2 of them come back, and as well as Twist comes in like bruised and beaten with like a gunshot wound, and she comes in and says to you, saying. Oh boy, Charlie knows some mean people. As she collapses, you should have gotten the data. Is like what she says, and that this was retaliation for not getting the data.
Well, I'm just gonna make a note on my character sheet.
You don't think you even are privy to what this is, but you are a fixer, so maybe you do know that relationship. But this is Charlie's handler not getting the data, and this is actually a repercussion of that. Is them doing this on you?
Okay, I'm just gonna add to my character sheet. I'm just gonna call this vengeance.
Yeah. So you know that.
You want a hand with that? Dickens, we can talk.
Yeah.
We can talk. I'm very good at sneaking into people's houses in the middle of the night and then killing them.
Yeah, this was the work of Papa Charlie. If you're around as well, like like you could have been like, I could have warned you. You know what I mean? Like this guy's not to be trifled with.
Okay.
All the hallmarks of that being like he's angry. He knows he wants that data, right? Like this was a message to you, being like, "Give me that. Where's my fucking data?"
So he can push himself to fight on equal footing with a small gang.
Can I change this up slightly? Seeing as how it's like kind of like my homies.
Yeah, like you could totally step up, being like, "Fucking, we can avoid this. Let me talk to him." You know, like I don't care. Like you can do what you want. But, like,
I want to be like on their side. Like as Twist goes in there, I'm gonna tell like them like as they beat Twist up to like let the others go, but Twist gets put in a back room and tied up, and I'm gonna tell them to send the message to Dickon. Because Twist and Dickon killed Chet, and I'm still upset about that.
Wait, are you cool with that then? Oh no, let's retcon that though. But like, I'm totally cool with that because that's fucking even cooler. Like, if you're willing to do that, Charlie.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, Twist is like Dickens has to pay yet for killing Chet. I'm still on his boat.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I'm taking Twist hostage. Also, he can't like racketeer Big Papa. He's still my dad.
Am I aware that you are responsible for the not just like in a passive way?
Yeah, I'll send it to you through your gang members on one of my headshots. Like I'll just that's it.
It's the world's most insulting autograph.
And you can I'll even put like passive aggressive like PS you can blame Matt.
It's like fuck you, Dickens. This is for Chet. P.S. You can blame Matt, and then the big scrawly, beautiful Charlie autograph.
I think this like headshot gets like scrunched.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just like in my hand. I'm sorry.
I imagine the silver on the black and white
silver pen. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Oh, the calligraphy.
There it is.
Yeah.
And I think I just put my hand on Dickens's shoulder and I'm like, dear, he has to race so we can't kill him. Because I know what your instinct is.
But no, it's like to Fortune. As I turn and goes, as you said earlier, there are worse things than death.
Yeah, and I just nod. I'm just like, yeah, I'm on board.
Perfect. Cool. I didn't know you wanted to go down that more PvP route. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm happy with that. Yeah. Let's fucking
like. Listen,
we got 5 episodes.
I know. We got 5 episodes. I just want to say though, like, I'm cool. I'm willing to go down this far. But if someone says that's too far, I'm not cool with that. Let me know. And like, we know.
Yeah,
we've
only got 5 episodes, and I've got a monofilament whip I want to use. Let's go.
we need to hold this together enough that we can get 5 episodes in. That's it. We can all murder each other in the finale. We can go. Reservoir Dogs at the end of this.
I mean, I kind of am into that, right? Like, that'd be a really interesting end game for this.
Right. So I think the scene of this is then like we put Scoop down in the chair and I'm like, Becky, dear. I need a favor from you.
I don't like favors.
My dear, I don't know yet. I don't quite understand you right now, but you know that I can be of value to what you want. And
I
if you
know,
want
that's
my
why
help-
I keep you around.
And if you want my help, it's good to butter me up. I need everything you have on Charlie.
It's like a crumpet.
And in exchange, I know you're working on some big story. I'll get you whatever I can help you with. Everything we can find out about Charlie. I don't yet know anybody with quite the investigative nose that you possess. You don't have to agree right now. Think about it. And yeah, let's. I think that's. I don't want to get too much into a scene about that because we have a mission to do this evening. In real time. But yeah, that's very much a thing of like I want. Yeah, Dickens wants Becky to help him basically learn everything there is to know because I don't think Dickens knows about Charlie's family.
Yeah,
and that's the weak point he wants to That's the weak point I want Dickens to fictionally ferret out, and I want Becky's help to do it because also work with Becky because I want to know her better.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So
I feel like we need to do some actual legwork.
Let's get into the job. So
you do.
So Eric, before we jump into this, do you have the mission directives? This might give us some pointers about like what the big objectives.
Yeah. So when you acquire the mission, mark
know
XP,
those ahead of time.
I don't know. That's
I believe so.
All of them.
I believe so. Unless one's like big and secret.
Oh well, okay, good because I have two here that are secret. But when you mark XP when you accept the mission, when you decide to approach, when you decide and approach, mark XP. And then my two secret ones, and then when the mission ends, mark 2 XP.
The way that's meant to work.
Is that okay? Do you want me to tell you what the secret ones are? Or
No. So what happens is, so Adam's done this a couple of times in the Roll20 Sprawl one. Is what you do is you basically make a fake set of directives, and then when the story trigger for the secrets to come out, you announce the new set of directives.
Okay. So in the future, do you want me to list them out on screen for you?
That could be cool.
Okay,
I
have them written down right here, but that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Does anyone remember?
I don't have a lot of space on the GM layer, so this is like my extra GM layer.
Yeah.
Right?
The screen is getting a tad cramped, so I don't know. But
does anyone remember last session? I think the super sleazy corporate executive I pretended to be was with the racing commission. Does that sound?
No, you were with Taika.
It was Taika because he was a space base.
I was with Taika. All right, I'm gonna have to invent a new persona. Everyone, just give me 5 minutes.
Okay, so Killian had a point of contact for you. I just don't think I ever said their name for you. Remember, they said they had an inside person who was disgruntled or whatever. Her name's Victoria Cook, but she's better known as Songbird.
Okay. Would I be aware of her reputation?
No.
Okay. So.
But they're your inside. They're your inside man at the racing commission.
We have like a location, don't we? Like a particular place. Do we know where we're going to get this thing, or do we need to find that out?
Yeah. No. The racing commission's set up on a space station.
Okay. So.
Proper.
We need a map of the space station. Mm-hmm. We need a way to get in. And we need the ability to move around while we're there. Yeah. And then we need a way off if things go so.
All right. I reckon I can handle a way to move around while we're there. Because I'm going to go and get myself sorted to establish racing commission identity so I can be the face of authority.
Right.
Okay.
So I can sort that bit.
I mean, we can also...
The reason why the racing commission's on a station is because of the added security of them being remote. Like, no one can hack into them unless you're actually on the station. Right?
So I think we get the round table with Dickens putting on his best cold, I totally don't care about twist face to make this all move smoothly.
It's not a very good face.
I mean, I'm not sure if it is or isn't because I am really good at lying to people. It is Dickens' essential thing. So I think it's like Fortune
it doesn't
knows.
Normally matter.
Yeah, let's move that. I think Fortune can see through my bullshit, but I don't know if anyone else can.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we can arrive on the station in two prongs. Charlie here can announce some visit to go tour the facilities or something with a interview pass from our dear Becky here. Fortune, I'm sure you can find a way on board in another way. I will source us some internal information on the place so that we can correctly find our ways around. Matt, if you'd be so kind as to procure us some kind of rapid exit.
Way up and way back, perhaps?
In the case of unfortunates, or possibly a contingency measure if we need to make things unpleasant. That would be most appreciated. If any of you have any other ideas, I'm welcome to input.
Can we trust this songbird?
I'll do some research.
So I need to know. I'm assuming from Songbird, what level of security that they employ.
Let me see if I can get in touch with her, and I will get back to you. So, Eric, do I just write down Songbird as a contact and hit the street?
Yes, because Songbird is given to you as part of the mission. Here.
Okay.
Songbird is referenced by Killian themselves about this is a person who's trustworthy.
Okay, so Songbird.
You know that they you don't know how unless you want to do some research and look into it, but you know that they definitely have a relationship with Taike.
I think we have like 48 hours tops to do this, and like if we want to get all our money, we probably need to do it in 36, so they have time to act on the information.
They have this person is they're the opposite of you. They're trying to get off Mars to Earth.
Okay, so I hit the street. So style. Where's my button? Nothing forward.
So what does this look like? Hold on. Are you getting an? Well, that's fine. Are you getting an interview with them? Like, what are you? Is this just you doing research? Because then that's.
I think. Well, I presume if I was given I presume I was given a contact detail.
Yeah.
For this person,
like a dossier.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I guess this is just. Oh, if it was a dossier on like this is their movement habits, this is literally I turn up at their local coffee shop.
Sure. So like you looked over their dossier, now you're at their coffee shop, right?
Yeah, and it's just like they come in for their morning coffee, and it's like, and I like hand them their order. And this is
nice.
yeah. This is like
the coffee shop is empty, and you are the barista, and you turn around and you offer them that.
I wish
it's going a bit too far.
Yeah.
If the mutual friends were like available, I would have cleared this coffee shop. But it is literally they walk in, and I go, "What was her real name?"
Victoria Cook.
Yeah. So I go, "Miss Cook, your order," and like on the cup is written Songbird. The name's Carter, Lawrence Carter.
What are you doing? We're not supposed to meet in public, is what, she says through her grinding teeth. Oh,
Trust
thank
me.
you, sir. She says, open.
I always find that, what's the name? Is it just Starbucks? Because stars.
It's Mars Starbucks.
Marsbucks.
Welcome to Mars.
Marbucks, yeah.
I always find that Marsbucks is such a strangely intimate place. So much noise that you can't help but be separate from everyone else. Truly, is the one place I know no one cares enough to listen. And then it's like cut to like around the shop when everyone is on their headphones, like looking at their screens.
Yeah,
There's seven books being written in that coffee shop right now.
Yeah.
They're all Mars. They're all wearing the leather jackets of Mars with the different patches of different things with all their
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like pull out a chair at one of these tables near the window. Just go, please take a seat.
She's not gonna say no, but she is protesting, being like, I should get to work.
Don't worry about it. So I rolled an 8. Yeah. Wait, no, I didn't. I rolled a 10. So I get good things.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's protesting, but she's going along with everything.
Yeah.
Saying,
so
and you convinced her. And
okay, so what happens? So I get a little something extra. Choose other intel gear. So I'm going to take intel. I think at the end of this.
Right.
But
and what is it?
I guess this is. I need you to tell me does the Racing Commission about the Racing Commission's site? What
Yeah,
should I be
that's-
expecting?
Oh,
Please. I need to understand how to get in and get out without raising too many eyebrows, ruffling too many feathers. I'd prefer to my return to be relatively bird-free. I hear they clog up engines.
says the boy, what's the guy's name? Thinking something like what's a good Irish name or Celtic name, real quick?
Brandon.
I mean,
Bregan.
Brandon.
Patrick's always
Brandon.
good.
Brandon. Okay. Mr. Brandon, my boss, has a little bit of a soft spot for pretty women and sneaks them up through the freight elevator and asks me to assist with them. If I can, I know the access codes to various places through the ship. If you need to get on without being seen, I got you covered.
Okay. A pimp isn't my normal cover, but I can make it work. Okay, so I'm going to take. I think the intel probably is going to end up being like a map of the place,
Yeah.
unless can she?
A map
Yeah,
of, a map of the tunnels, basically, through like the vents or
yeah. It
the
was,
facility exits.
yeah, it's a like she probably provides me with like a here's the like tour guide brochure of like what we give to visiting people to like find their way to their meeting room. And then I'll layer that with some intel of like, okay, now here's the internal schematics that I can hand over to Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will
She doesn't
Yeah, she
draw.
can-
She doesn't draw it on a map, like a map or anything like that. But I guess what she uses with like her coffee cup is showing like, so here's the server, right? And then she starts like describing the ways you need to go to get to the server room, the secure server room where it's stored.
Okay.
Okay.
Any notable security between us and them?
She nods. Oh yeah. How good are you at shooting?
Well, I'd prefer to avoid anything overly dramatic, but you know, I can hurt a person when I need to.
Well, if you need to, and then she moves the coffee cup over, but like she assumes that you're paying attention to where that relative position is. You're like, there's an armory you can have access to. Racing Commission has quite some cool toys, stuff that even a poor shot could use.
Oh, Eric, give me that valuable extra money. Okay, so right, and I guess yeah, I like a roughly how much security is in there. Okay, I don't know if is there anything else she can volunteer at this point? I'm trying to think, or is there any questions anyone loaded me with before I walked in? Of like other than like where we need to go, how we get on, weapons.
What's the like clearance situation? Like how high level a racing commission person would we need to be with to be
I guess
like,
it's
confident of not being stopped?
yeah, or like I think another question that I would lay on that is like the server room has a door. What kind of key card do I need to get through that door?
So you server room is black clearance. You know that like getting into the server room is going to be very, very, very hard. Getting into the area around the server room is going to be very difficult. But then the rest of the area is pretty green clearance. I'm actually going to draw it like this.
Yeah.
I'll draw it on the map over here where the station and just kind of color it in that way.
I reckon our dearly beloved Matt Black with his 3 gear will probably be able to make fairly quick work of the door somehow.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
I just
We won't be out in space this time.
yeah, Miss Cook, quick question for you. What level clearance does your boss have?
Purple, violet.
Give me that'd be the one below what I need.
Yes.
Okay. So give me everywhere except in the room.
Yep.
Okay. Thank
We
you.
can work with that.
I like pull my card out and like slide it across the table and go, keep my number. I hope to work with you again. You've been very helpful. And yeah, I disperse this information amongst the people, amongst my team. I think yeah, my recommendation is that if myself and Fortune go up the service elevator as like Fortune disguised
Yeah.
Fortune disguised as the service elevator to like see the boss because he likes girls being smuggled up to him, and Fortune can disguise themselves as a beautiful lady.
I mean, yes, I am capable of doing that.
And then we incapacitate the boss and steal his clearance.
I'm also capable of that. I have many skills.
And I will go as the pimp because I think that's what Luke Dickens can do.
Because you're very capable of that, yes.
Yeah. And then Becky, Charlie, and Matt go up as like a racer, an interviewer, and like the car mechanic.
Yeah. So the idea will be like Becky will approach her racing commission contacts and be like, hey, like
I want to do a story.
I'm running like press for this Earth racer, and we want to go up and speak to some people on the station. Like, I imagine this is somewhere like Becky used to work for the commission, so she's probably been to the station before.
Yeah. So I think Becky, get yourself an appointment to bring a team of people, a racer for an interview, whatever it is on the place, so you can do a nice big fancy interview, publicity for the race, whatever it is. Get them on the ship so that we have their abilities there. Matt, make sure that our vehicles are fast enough to get us off there in an emergency if we need to. Charlie, try to stay out of trouble.
Are we taking vehicles onto a space station?
We need to get up there. Well, you three need to get up there
and get back down.
We might all need to leave quickly if something goes wrong. And at that point, it's like, I guess it's make sure the vehicle is compatible with Charlie.
I knew a guy who once flew a helicopter. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. He's dead now. It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Charlie's about to drop a sick diss trap. Go, come on, let's go, Spawn.
Yeah.
I look Charlie down the eye and goes, well, you see, pilots are so replaceable.
As our hired men. Charlie shrugs. I don't know what happened to Twist.
You might have here's something you probably would okay, here's another thing that I never mentioned here, but that's because I'm bad, and at some point it would have made it apparent either by Papa or whether through Matt and his dealing with the Gorgons right now. Other people want this data too.
Obviously. I mean, the route, the map of the race seems like highly valuable. Okay, so so I guess actually then, the jobs I divvy them is Becky, I need you to get the three of them an appointment on the ship. Matt,
I know how I'm going to do that.
Find us a vehicle and fine tune it so that it can get us on and they can get us back down quickly. Charlie, like, find whoever use your charm and wit, see who else is interested, see who else we have to worry about. Fortune, I don't think it's this isn't the test of your skills to look pretty. I like gesture towards you. Use your improvisational powers. You know what'll be helpful.
Yep.
Okay. Go.
Okay. I'm gonna declare my contact for this session.
Okay.
So I'm declaring Maxwell Hastings. He's my old editor. From
the Racing Commission.
The Racing Commission.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reach out and be like, hey, like, you know, I'm doing this story with this Earth racer. We'd like to go up and chat with some of the bigwigs about the race. Do like some cool interviews. Can you get us like clearance to go up, kind of thing?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So shall I hit the street?
What could go wrong, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't like style. Style is not good for me.
Yeah, he's gone to ground. You reach him, and you realize, like, voice inbox full. You know, he's gone to ground. Clearly, other people have been trying to threaten him to get a story up there, right? And you're not the first.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need to do some work to find that person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that they're around. It's just that you need to do some extra stuff to find them, right? To get you that clearance.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, because can I volunteer some help here? And by help, I mean I want to use my move to declare my own contact because I have the fixer version, which is I know people. Once permission, I may choose a new contact, name the contact, say what they do, and then roll style. So I know a lovely gentleman called I don't know, what's his name? I know he goes by
His name's
Hound.
Clarence.
No, I don't know. So there's Clarence is the hacker, Clarence Clarity. But
Yeah.
this is like
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
fuck.
this would be the playbook. I guess is it the what's the tracker playbook
the
called?
hunter.
I think
Yeah,
the hunter. Yeah.
yeah. So that is essentially what he does.
A hunter.
Yeah,
He's PI.
he knows. Yeah, he's a PI. He knows to track people down. I think what am I going to call him? His name is going to be Rufus.
Okay.
I write Rufus Boston. Rufus
I
Boston.
think maybe we should save your move because like I can just like.
I do also want something from him. So
Okay. Yeah.
I guess I'll call him Rufus Boston. And I'm gonna Rufus Boston, who is a hunter. I think street name Hound because Rufus Hound. And that's funny to me.
Yeah.
So I get to roll some style. Boop. That's an 11. So on an 11 for this move, I've worked with this contact before. They have talent. So yeah, Rufus is good. Can I just flat pay him some money to go find Becky's contact?
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable here. I mean, with an 11, yeah,
Okay, how much will he cost me?
probably 2 cred to do this.
Okay. Yeah, I will cover Becky on this.
Okay.
You're friends with. He said okay. He also mentions like, I'll do it for the friend rate of 2 cred, but you know what would you call we're kind of even. Like he owed you something in the past, right? And so he's giving you the friend rate here to do this, and but now you're also even. Okay.
Yeah, I give him like a kind of a little nod. It's like, well, if you find out anything interesting about this fellow or and kind of like their and Becky's relationship, do let me know, and then we're even. If you don't find anything, that's fine. But yeah, okay. So I've subtracted the 2 cred, and he will find your contact for you. So
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, subtract 2 cred. Okay, yeah. So you find Max. Max is hanging out below, well down in the subsurface housing, well down in he's actually being held. Oh, yeah, he's in Gorgon territory. He is hiding out in Gorgon territory, right under their noses.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then Becky will make her way down there. You know, I think she invites Charlie to come with. If that's okay with you, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I need someone who's going to be able to punch someone in the face.
I mean,
one person who's against violence so far.
Bringing Charlie to Gorgon territory would be very dangerous.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good point.
Leading up to a race like that, being able to take out a racer, they would love to do that. That's as good to them as
really
getting the
good point.
data. Right?
If it's Gorgon territory, maybe Matt comes along because this is already like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then Matt can come.
Yeah, with his drill.
And
my drone does a 5 harm, so if we need to go loud, we can go loud.
Yeah.
Just this idea that you like
nonchalant.
ride into like this Martian settlement, like slum town, just on the back of
that
a.
won't be necessary.
On top of the railgun, just like, what? Good morning.
Just the GPS you were given by Rufus is like, you have arrived.
Yeah. So I arranged to meet Maxwell at like a dive bar.
Can you do me a favor and so like when you go to meet him, can you do conduct operation for me? I want to see this current situation of the Gorgon territory.
We want an engagement roll.
What am I rolling here?
Yeah.
Is that edge?
It's edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just kind of like a luck roll. It's like how things are going for what you're doing.
I'm not rolling well today.
No,
Do we mark XP when we fail in this?
Nah, just do a
If
directive.
only we were playing Dungeon World, you would be leveling up so fast.
I know.
Well, it's a really good thing that you brought Matt with you, because as
What
soon
was
as
this
you
for? Could I help?
how are you helping?
What was the roll for?
There's a tank outside. Who's gonna fuck with him?
So this is
when
the
he
roll
has
for,
a
like,
tank
find-
outside.
This is conducting an operation.
Yeah, but just by being here, I think is helpful. Like, it's an extra pair of eyes, it's an extra pair of ears.
It's an extra tank gun.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, let's see it.
You roll your
would-
links
yeah.
with Becky.
Sorry?
You roll your links with Becky to help.
Yeah.
This might be-
I do. I have one.
Do it. I believe.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So that makes
Oh, thank God.
That's a 7.
So they're both
Not great.
implicated in the consequences, but it's a successful roll.
Yeah.
Thank you. Try not to die in another slum, please.
Yeah.
You're not the only ones looking for him.
Oh,
you
of
get-
course.
You get to the place, you see the door's been kicked in, and you hear other people going around being like, come out wherever you are. It's the sound of Papa.
That's not good.
Mm.
You find yourselves in the middle of what those in the business like to call a forced extraction.
Yeah, okay, so this is not what Becky is equipped to handle. God. Okay, no, I'm just gonna walk in.
You're a ballsy reporter. Do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in.
What about Matt and the drone?
the drone. I
The
tell the
drone,
drone to like.
the drone can just fucking shoot through the walls. The drone can wait outside.
I tell it to like train on me. So look, it's standing outside the wall, and if we get the camera shot of like peering through the
It's
wall in the
tracking.
building,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
tracking.
it's the Wes Anderson shot. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, the cutaway. Yeah.
Yes.
The slice.
So we don't have any guns on us, but if something goes bad, I'm just like, okay, oh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You step over 2 bodies of 2 gorgons in the hallway. But you hear the floors. You hear the footsteps of. Are you trying to be stealthy here, or?
No, we're just walking in.
I think we.
You're Becky
Matt-
fucking Barker.
Exactly.
It's Becky fucking Barker, but Matt
Yeah.
already walks kind of quietly as like naturally. So it's just like, okay, it's like stepping over people. It's like, maybe I can get some info on the friggin' because this is the place where the data was coming.
Not even.
earlier.
Yeah. Not even like looking at you, but kind of like just like maneuvering the gun down the banister. You like shots ring off and like it goes up near your head.
So I'm
And-
gonna duck.
What do you do?
Duck.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not in danger of hitting you, but like clearly they think you're gorgons without
Yeah.
saying anything, right?
Yeah. So Becky says, no, not shooting, please. We're just looking for someone, probably the same person you're looking for.
I'm gonna put my hand up with my engineer tarot sign just to see if that's like, hey, we're here for just like chat. Let's just calm down. So like,
I don't. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's act under fire for me, please.
Are we both rolling that? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like maybe one of you is doing it and the other person's helping.
Okay. What's your cool?
It sounds like Becky is leading the charge here again.
Okay.
my cool's 1.
You're the one who stepped in first, and then you
Yeah,
back them
yeah.
up. You backing the play, so I'm saying you're
Cool.
making the roll
I'm
here.
gonna
And
roll.
yeah, let's see if they are immediately not going to really care as they try to shoot you again. But let's see what you are.
Oh,
And
oh,
acting under fire.
That's good. That's a good roll.
Yeah. So do I need to
Yeah.
help there?
No, I rolled an 11.
You are on
It's
an
great.
11. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So what happens is they ignore you as more shots ring out. They're kind of pinned you down on the first floor.
I mean, we're already loud. They made it loud. It's kind
Yeah,
of their
they already made it loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a place you want to be.
No.
Just scoop them up and blow the crap out of the place while you run away.
Scoop.
You know that they're close to him, right?
Mhm.
Like you know, like they're gonna. You don't know if they grabbed him yet or not, but they know that you are. Like you're pinned down here and he's somewhere on the second floor.
Okay, I know what we do. Matt, what
Oh,
we're
dear.
gonna do is we're gonna step outside and we're gonna stand next to the tank with the railgun. We're gonna wait for them to come out.
And parlay.
Yeah.
Is parlay the word, Eric? Like, wait for them to come out and then just take him. Because what the fuck are they gonna do about it?
Yeah. Like,
Tank gun.
I mean, that's a good
5
idea. Like,
harm.
Yeah.
so you can either wait outside or shoot through the building and try to get them now.
I think
Yeah. Papa's tarot sign sure as hell isn't the dumbass.
exactly.
I think we just. Becky just shouts, "Okay, we'll be waiting outside."
Looks and what they do, and they come out, right, and then they're like, what the, like looking out, and then they see the tank and stuff, and they just put their guns up, and they're like,
Yeah.
and then you see Papa coming out. Looks like we brought our guns to a tank fight, boys, and and I think now Papa wants to negotiate here and being like, let's be reasonable here.
I love being reasonable. You hand over
I think
Matt.
I'm just like standing.
Yeah.
We won't eviscerate you.
Good.
Does the term red mist mean anything to you?
I'm so proud of you all right now.
Like that would be like, no, that doesn't actually happen. Like we're being at least a little bit civil right now.
He knows.
Yeah.
Sure. He pretends to not know who you are, but he definitely does.
And
Right.
are we sure? Like, do we know this is Papa? Is it pretty obvious that?
You guys would know who Papa is, right? Papa's a kind of a
Yeah.
It's Big
good lord.
Papa.
Yeah, he's Big Papa, right? And you're like, you know who you're messing with. And he
So
says
I
this
don't-
stuff, right?
I'm picturing Eric. That like his tarot sign is like
This
definitely
doesn't require
the
a roll.
yeah. His tarot sign is definitely the Emperor, and I'm picturing that like how you know it's Papa is that it's like tattooed across like half his fucking face. Like it's this massive tattoo. He's like, I am the manliest.
It's like, you know who you're messing with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we make a habit of it.
All right.
That's true.
Yeah. Take him. We didn't need him anyway, right, boys? And then, all right.
Yeah,
And then
right,
they go
right,
off.
right,
They
boss.
leave you. Yeah, right. They leave you. Yeah, you get them. That's no problem.
Sheepishly
There's
hides
no
assault
rolls
rifles.
no rolls necessary when you have a tank. Right?
Yep.
So it's fine with me.
Oh my god, we should just take the tank with us everywhere we go.
Yeah.
That's how you win at this
Try
game.
taking that anywhere near the Geodome.
Yeah, that's
Right.
not going to be good.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
But I'd still.
Okay, so
And
Can
like
I-
he's leaving, it's like nice tank. Right.
Thanks, made it myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd still.
take
Is it possible to still skulk around here, just like to see?
Max is whimpering like, oh god, no, jeez.
Actually, I'll
Not
just
the
ask.
tank.
I'll just ask
Like-
Max when he gets a chance.
Yeah,
like-
I think we
It's
take
like every NPC that's like nonchalant, just Morty. Is that what it is? No, no.
we take
Oh god! Oh jeez! Oh jeez, Matt!
Oh,
Not the tank!
Oh, geez, Scrooge.
Shut up!
so we
Something
take
about
Max back to
Shut up, Max!
Great Expectations, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a way on.
Yeah, you give him a cup of tea at the Great Expectations, and he's really
Yeah,
supportive with you, right? So
Before we left, though,
And it may or may.
I'd want to case a little bit, just like because that's where the information was going. I'd want to ask my last question to see, like, if there was a computer
Totally.
or a hardware or a server in there that was receiving that signal, and if so, could I
not
hack it?
here, but it's close.
Okay.
Do you want to say like? Do you want to push your luck here and be like, hold on, I'll meet up with you guys later? You know?
Can I spend a gear and see what I can come up with?
That's not how that.
Is
I mean,
that
That'd be
geared
an
relative-
intel.
It's
That
geared
sounds
relative
more
to
like an
his,
intel.
Exactly.
I mean, it's geared relative to his expertise. So if he can make like a hacker drone,
Well, I can spend my intel to do this. Like I have an intel.
Yeah.
So I'd want to know who else they were getting information from. Because I assume it wasn't just us.
No, you know that they the Gorgons are so they were working with the shards. You also know they also paid off the bubblegummers as well.
Okay.
So you know that like those guys couldn't be trusted. You also know that they're called Church.
Okay, so I have a name at least.
Yeah.
Could I add that to contacts, or just
Yeah.
like kind of put that in?
Yeah, I guess they're contacts, but yeah, you're saying that things were getting funneled through a source that they called Church.
Okay.
That's what it's in their database as.
And I don't know if church is a location.
No, it's
or
obviously
person.
it's a code. It's a code. They clearly like encoded some other,
Okay, so that's something I'm going to research later then.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to go.
Okay, so so Becky then has this conversation with Max, over a cup of tea. We're like, I'm really sorry that those gangsters found you before we did. We would have pulled you out way quicker if we could. Just hit some road bumps. But look, I know that everyone's going to be asking for this kind of access, but I'm trying to work on this story. We've got this Earth eraser. I've got a really good in. We want to take him up to headquarters and have a chat with some of the execs. This whole like building bridges narrative, right? We're trying to connect up Earth and Mars. It's real good stuff. The public's already eating it up.
I've been getting nothing but calls about this stuff. How can I trust you?
you're
A
not
lot of
dead.
people.
I mean, are they in the Great Expectations at the moment?
Yeah. So that's
My
that's what you
friend?
say. Yeah.
Yeah, my friend,
No.
you aren't dead.
No,
That's,
but this,
yeah, but
this
that's
is-
as good as a
this is
deal
it,
as
right?
they're at all for me.
Max, you know me. I'm Becky fucking Butler.
Yes.
All right, just this once for you, Becky. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have my press pass move.
Yep.
A
Uh,
generous glass of whiskey lands in front of him as he agrees.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
spirit.
Like,
Yeah.
So I
God
count
damn
as rolling a 10 plus on a fast talk. I get intel, and we advance the legwork clock.
Yeah. Okay. You got it.
Yeah.
Hey, our legwork clock goes
Oh
up?
yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's part of my press pass move.
Oh, son of... Okay. Cool.
It's okay.
Right. So we have our way on for everybody now, I think.
yeah, I don't think I really need to do any prep.
Yeah.
I could, but we're running short on time. I'm just gonna coast by on natural talent.
Okay. So it's just a case of Matt and Charlie finding a decent vehicle to get us up there.
There's like regular maintenance, like garbage trucks, drones, and stuff. Get on there. You could hitch a ride on them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and then if I
that
can,
wouldn't be very in keeping with the like big news story about the pro Earth racer narrative, though.
Yeah.
If you ride up in a garbage truck, like
It's true.
Or maybe at least, but it could be that Firefly episode of our escape vehicle is a garbage truck.
I could
that's
also.
true.
I have a customizer move that I can like basically modify any vehicle to do something else.
Okay.
So like we could add
Like a
tag.
garbage truck to be fancy.
Either that
Souped
or
up.
fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Do that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're running out of time, right? Let's just go.
Yeah. So yeah, customize that garbage truck so that we have an escape route. Scoop's contact can get us on and
Yeah.
off if everything is fine, and we have a garbage truck as an escape route. That
Perfect.
sounds good. So customize, my man.
So when you try to modify a piece of tech, tell the MC what you want to do and discuss what tags or game effects the modification will have. Basically, we want to make it acceptable to.
It's fast and maneuverable garbage truck. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you tell me the time, tools, parts, help from context, or more research requirements.
Just if you get the good roll, it's now.
I think this isn't a roll move.
No,
Oh,
It's like the workshop. It's like the workshop move in Apocalypse Swamp.
Oh, okay. No, then just don't worry about it. You have it for now because it's cool. Let's
Sweet.
go with, and so we see the point
Yeah,
of like you guys
spend a gear.
Yeah, exactly. Spend a
be
gear
fair.
for it. Yeah, spend a gear for it, and then we see you like we see the souped up garbage truck get in line with the rest of them, like the drones that are like going up to the ship just seamlessly.
Yeah.
And you guys are good to go. And
it's
then,
the loudest piece of shit you've ever heard in your life. It's like diesel engines with like 6 mufflers on each side.
Nice. All right.
perfect.
Okay. Let's jump in then. So, I guess I probably dressed quite similarly to how I was in the bar.
You're just dressed like yourself.
I know, right? Well, you don't need to change your aesthetic to pass as a space pimp.
I mean, not if you're Dickens. No.
Yeah. I don't know what that says, but it probably is nothing good.
I think I just like you're walking up with like the same outfit you had. I just like pop your hat out, place it on top of your head from behind. I'm like, there you go. Very good.
Just you get a smile and a doff. Okay, so yeah, I guess we meet Songbird to find our route up. As the other three of you
Access elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Songbird meets you like in the like around the dumpsters or whatever, and it's like psst, this way, right? All right, cool. And you guys are currently in the Racing Commission station.
Okay.
You're in the green zone. Currently there's no need for any access or anything like that, but you are getting led to the point up the stairs to sort of like the main lobby and stuff like that, and then you're going to be led to the one of the many entrance tunnels to the sort of like back area. Like I'm talking about, like imagine like you're going between the hull kind of stuff, right? Like you're like squeezing between.
We are in back.
What is the
You're in the
artificial
maintenance
gravity? What is the artificial gravity like up here? Is it calibrated
Mars.
to Mars levels
Mars.
or Earth
Yeah,
levels?
it's Mars level.
All right.
It's Mars.
Just want to check.
Oh yeah, it's a good question.
It's a relevant question.
Okay.
Yeah, and like Fortune is doing very much like the classic Matrix, like woman in the red dress, like thing.
Nice.
Like just like totally conspicuous, devastatingly attractive. Boom.
Cool. Well, things. Yeah, you see, it's very busy. It's very, very, very busy around here. You see a couple. So not everybody's going through these areas. I think when you're walking through the main lobby and stuff like that, you see you see some Gorgons up here. You see some others that let's just ignore for now, who are also up here. Like several different racers are all up here around. Things feel very tense without, like the internal right now feels very intense, while the external, like general music is playing. It's like a very nice chill. There's like fountains on this station. It's very, very clear, open.
Okay.
Although it's got a very like strong industrial streak to it. I'm picturing like the aesthetics of like the Battlestar Galactica. Like it's very like like rustic and charming. It's got this strong metal and steel. It's Martian, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we meet her boss. Is that the? Okay. And so the place we meet her boss, are we in like a public space or are we in like his office?
No, you're going up to his office, and like there's there's a door out into like a closet, right? This secret passage.
The place, okay.
How far in does that take us? Like, is his office in green?
You're in the red.
Like
no,
we're in red.
You're in red.
Okay. And so who is in this office at this point?
Oh, sorry.
That's like this. These are the questions.
Yeah, that's as we walk in. Like, how many people are we dealing with? And like, are there like security guards on the door, or is it just like, we just let into his office because it's
the situation?
An office building.
No, there's no security guards, but you know that he's in a meeting right now. You see that he's in a. By the way, I don't think I ever gave a name for this person.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Let's go with Benjamin Moore.
Benjamin Moore.
Yeah,
writing it down. Okay.
They're with for as far as you could tell, they're almost identical twins.
Okay.
Based
Wait.
on their clothing and stuff, they're obviously Russian. You can see that they're wearing a lot of mining, industrial stuff on them, as well as like several like Vulcan.
Wait, sorry,
parts
do
on them.
you mean...
like you can like see from where you're at, like he's talking to
Who he's
people.
meeting with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But you can't see their faces, but they look alike in very similar clothes and stuff.
That's
like
fine. We'll wait. We're his 9
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, okay, and you see like, okay, thank you very much for your time, gentlemen, and I'll talk to you later, but I do have a pressing meeting at 9 that you know, it's going to require my full attention. So if you don't mind,
Oh, this
Shakes her hands and-
sleazy
yeah.
motherfucker.
yeah. He looks like what's his name from Entourage? Ari Jones, is that his name?
I've never watched Entourage. yet.
Okay.
I might know the one you mean. Okay, but yeah. So okay. So Mr. Moore, a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I hear you're in the lookout for a new supplier.
Personal assistant.
A smile. It's like, see, she's smart as well as a pretty face.
Yeah, and I think I hold out my hand to shake and offer him like one of the major arcana, and it's the lovers.
So just to scope this room again quickly, like, we're in a private confined space?
Yeah, you're in a private separate office. There's an office in front of you too, so like you're like twice removed from like the hallway and stuff.
Yeah.
But this guy's a stickler for tradition, and he probably even says something to the effect of that, and says, "If you don't mind, though, I would prefer to conduct some business beforehand," and pulls out a tarot deck of his own.
Of course. And I like take
down.
the seats on the other side of his desk.
Right.
And then also, can we just like pull back for a moment? Because I just gotta like, Matthew, let's just touch base here. I just want to make this clear in terms of like the workings of your plan.
Yeah,
I don't have the means to non-lethally incapacitate this man.
that's fair.
I've got pistols, I've got knives, I've got a monofilament whip. I can kill him. I can't knock him out. I just like that feels like something you should know. As
Yeah,
part of
no,
this
I-
plan.
Yeah. So he probably says
trying to
something
think.
like, yeah, like while
I'm
this
trying to
happening.
think of, like, I kind of want to drug him, but
Yeah,
I also-
do either of us have any gear?
I have
You can
a
spend
gear. but I
Yeah, just
have
spend a gear on some sedatives or something. We just slip it in his tea.
Yeah.
Like it's easier, it's quicker, it's less messy.
He's like talking to you while this is happening about security.
Yeah, we're
as he's getting
talking
the deck.
politely
Yeah.
around
Like, he's talking
any
about, like,
real
things-
substance.
It's like things have been very, very stressful here as we're getting the race set up with the group stages and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well,
You know, I don't have a
it's-
chance to blow off steam, and with all the added
It's-
security here, I really
it's
appreciate
that
you
thing,
taking
Eric.
the time.
right? It's that
Yeah.
thing where like a bunch of sex work is actually just about emotional labor.
Yeah.
Right. And so like I'm already technically working him. I'm like
Yeah.
actively listening to him and like engaging with him emotionally and encouraging him to unburden himself of his feelings.
So yeah, you can see that. You can see this guy. So he's pretty creepy, but he's really just like he's super overworked and like
Yeah.
doesn't have time to do anything.
Oh, this poor guy. Because I'm
Yeah,
not going to
like-
drug him. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I have an
Oh,
intel.
God.
I want
Okay.
to keep my gear. I have an intel to spend. So I go.
He also mentions how like Taika's like looking for any way they can get in, you know, and like being like, I just don't have time.
Oh, speaking of any way to get in, and I like pull a like an envelope out of my breast pocket,
Yeah.
and I pull out the intel I was given by Songbird, which is I lay down photographs in front of him of multiple encounters with sex workers doing things that probably don't get you advanced in corporate culture.
You're
And I
blackmailing
just,
him.
no, it's like, here's what's going to happen now. You're going to quietly hand me your ID pass. You're going to sit in this nice room, and you're not going to call security. Because you see, if myself and my associate don't make it off this station totally unharmed and untouched, I'm going to ruin your life. Everything you've built will crumble.
This is because I didn't give Songbird her raise, isn't it? Fuck. Like,
And literally, and like literally, as this is happening, like Fortune completely like just cuts, like just goes like stone cold and stops engaging. Like all the warmth just like completely goes, and they stand up and they go and stand over in a corner, and like we see like it's essentially like makeup wipes or something like come up in one hand and then go down again like dirty, and we see like the dress is actually like a tearaway dress and it like comes off. As Fortune just like changes like the persona they've got going. Yeah, exactly. And like just this happens in the corner and then they just turn around like 30 seconds later and they look like a completely different person.
Yeah.
And we don't see any of the detail of how it's done.
I was like, don't blame your assistant. While she's very loyal to her employer, but you see, and like this is when you walk back into shot as a different person. Who could resist this? I like go over to his liquor cabinet and I pour him an exceptionally large like brandy or something. Just sit here and enjoy this and stay very quiet for us, will you? I just tap him on the cheek.
Makes sense.
And I on the cheek and I take his ID pass.
And Mathen, I feel like maybe the use of that gear is like we've gotten a little like hologram, like a really hyper thin like holographic decal that goes over the pass. With a different photo that's of me in my current, and that's all that changes, but otherwise it's still a completely valid pass.
Yeah.
And like a different name.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, consequence of the failure is that he breaks and does something stupid, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Going
So
forward.
I need to.
That's totally good for now. There's no role necessary right now, but like that's
Okay.
unless you could maybe like, you could
it sounds like play
resist that
hardball.
Essentially, yeah. If you want to play hardball here and make it so that he won't break later, or you can be like, okay, that's fine, but that's a consequence going down the road.
That's a move that Eric could make. Yeah.
That's how I feel right now.
I think it's just best to be
basically. Do you want to get this in writing, so to speak, that he won't break, or do you want to?
Because I'm trying to think if like I'm not sure that Dickens has actually had the time to set up an elaborate like media leak of this dude's transgressions because we've had to do this entire thing within 48 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't think I actually have this threat backed up.
Well, then it's fast talk.
I guess
if you don't if you go aggro and you don't mean it, if you threaten somebody you don't mean it, it's not go aggro, it's seduce and manipulate, right? That sounds like fast talk.
Okay.
You're trying to bullshit.
I mean, yeah, I'll fast talk this man. I'm always happy to bullshit a person,
and I'll help because I think one of the things that we
and your gear should give you +1 as well, right?
So this is so for content for clarity's sake, this was my intel to be because I want to keep my gear for something later.
Sorry, intel, yeah.
But okay, so I have one from my I'm really good at fast talk. I have one from my intel. And I'll roll
possibly
one for help. Yeah, roll first and then see if you need the help.
Yeah. I think what this help
You're fine,
looks like is I think what this help looks like is just that like as Sunrise is changing, one of the things that happens is some knives and a pistol come out of some places and go into other places in the clothing, and there's just like the implicit threat. That does like nothing is said. It's just like yes. Also, my associate has weapons. Yeah, just like that's all that needs to be like implied.
And like he says, like you guys are fucking crazy, you know. Like, okay, yeah. So let's go get to the server.
Nice, all right,
excellent.
Right,
yeah. And so I am now Delphi, a high-ranking like odds analyst and statistician for the Racing Commission.
Okay.
Who does a bunch of that shit, and we're just like fucking heading for the thing. Like, come on, like this is my job. Get out of my fucking way.
I just flip my like suit jacket inside out, and it's like darker, and I just turn into like a PA, following my exec around.
I mean, like you guys have rolled literally like a 10+ for the like pretty much this entire mission. So, like, you guys are fine. Like I know it feels like I know it feels like these people are like incompetent. It's more that you guys are just.
It's just we're really good. Yeah. We're just really
crushing it. I want
as
you to
a
know
team.
That right now, right?
As a team, we're just so good at what we do.
So you guys really are right now.
Yeah,
so.
We're all style and also some substance.
Yeah.
Can we establish how the rest?
Tiger.
Yeah. Look at the other team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's find out how they're doing.
Because I'm aware that we need Matt with you guys.
Yeah.
How are we doing the handover? Yeah.
I think the
oh my god, I've got it. part of the tour that you guys are doing is you're having a meeting with this guy, and that's when we do the handover, and then we leave with Matt, and you guys go back on the tour.
So yeah.
that could work.
So let's you guys.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty seamless transition then, right?
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, we've I guess pulled this off relatively well. So
Yeah.
we just
So
meet
like
in this
you
room.
two peel, yeah, you two stay back, right, as then Matt and everyone goes.
Yeah. So then the shot like leaves on Becky and Charlie having a meeting with the exec that they've left in the office.
And doing an interview, yeah.
You're his 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the pretext, right, for the swap.
Oh my god.
Oh god, nice.
Yeah. And like, I think in some, I'm just because this is cool, right? Like the tearaway dress also somehow then seamlessly like folds and velcros into a duplicate of the jacket that Dickens has that we then just put on Matt.
Just this is exactly that PA. Just like yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, that pair of PAs. Like, there we go.
Okay.
How does this fit exactly? What?
I'm like, it's fashion, darling. Don't ask.
Yeah. All right, how are you getting through the cybernetic locks to the server room?
I mean, so we've got the blue level, the purple level card. Like, we've got access to the room that the locks are in.
You don't have
No
access
worries.
to but you can't get into the server room because that's black access.
Yeah. But
That's
like,
why we need Matt.
So that's
do
what
we
I'm asking
have
you.
private access? Do we have private access to the purple level room?
Yeah.
Because
So
I think the solution is that Matt is going to do some kind of technological wizardry.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily want people to see it.
Yeah, you have private access right now, right?
Yeah, cool. All right. Boom. And like, I'm over by the door ready to like smooth shit over if it all goes south. Yeah.
I'm going in because I have the giant data vault in the
Sure.
back of my brain.
And
I'm a carrying case.
I feel
You're
like
the
there's a
receptacle.
point where like you already have it somewhat set up that the cameras are like either blind at this point or something like that right now, and so you have your privacy that you need to work here, but you need to get through this door to get to the server.
Mr.
So-
Black, access, please.
It's my last name, Black Door. Fitting. Do I have time? Do I have time to assess to get a little bit of an advantage? To like assess like what the difference might be.
Yeah, I mean, like you do
the
the
levels?
you do the okay. Let's see what we're working with, right?
Yeah.
That kind of, right. Totally.
I mean, we've made this quiet enough that we
We've
have
made
all
the
time in
space.
world.
Yeah.
So do I have to roll assess to get like?
Yes.
Do I get a forward for anything or just roll it?
No, just you roll it. I think it's what is it? Mind?
Yeah. I mean, Dickens could maybe help.
Assess is
Um,
edge.
Edge. It's edge. No, roll edge.
Yeah, so roll edge. I'm trying to think if there's a way.
Oh,
to
God.
that's not great
That
at all.
sucks. No.
That is
Oh,
not.
shit. How'd we do?
That's a 5.
Yeah.
I mean, if we both help.
I'm just
You
trying
get-
to think
you get
how
clo-
we.
You get close to the door. Other people are already behind the door, and it's locked.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit.
Like you get close to it, and then you hear a scuffle. Like you hear something drop in there, right? Like other people are already in the process of stealing this.
Mm-hmm. I think I turn really quickly to Fortune. Be like, can you? How are you with voices?
I mean, I imagine I'm fine. Like that sounds like a skill that I have. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's a thing I can do. Sure. Yep.
We need to scare them. They're doing this too quick. We need to scare them. Can you make it sound like you're security and you know they're there?
Yeah. And so I think they like clear their throat and they're like, all right. And just like the timbre is dropping and the like pitch is dropping and it gets like rough and this like edge and it becomes like increasingly more like Martian, like low-born, like kind of like slum accent. And then they just go over to the door and they like hammer on it and they're like, what the fuck is going on in there? This is security.
And I tap Matt on the back. You need to be in there yesterday. I tap my lapel like encrypted communications thing and just like, Becky, it seems we've got some competitors already in the room.
You're doing this quietly, right?
Yeah. No, I'm like while he's yelling,
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, I almost think this might be actually wired into my brain, so I can actually just. But yeah, no, it's very quiet. But it's like we may need to move shortly. Just be aware.
Don't worry.
You already hear some. Yeah.
Basically done.
You hear you hear Martians are coming back, being like, "This is a security analysis team. This is a private red hat test or whatever, right? Authority access code, bullshit, and
Yeah, and I'm just like, don't you try and pull that shit with me. We like black level security is serviced by the other department.
Yeah, right,
like I'm completely pulling shit out my ass.
But
I'm basically just doing the like, I'm not fooled. I have a weapon. I have the access codes.
Yeah.
Do not fucking make me call for backup and then come in there.
Yeah. I know.
And I think
it's you're bluffing, and then they're bluffing, and now you're bluffing again.
I'm bluffing harder because I don't fucking believe them. And so I think, and I'm also like, I'm also gesturing to the others to like get on either side of the door, because if they do, by some miracle, like fucking open it up and walk out, like I reckon we just like use whatever weapons we have and fucking take them out. Like,
well, I've still got gear. I can.
Yeah. I go, but I'm just like, Matt, get the door open, and then I go to the side of the door without the lock.
Yeah. So like, I'm gonna.
Do your thing, buddy.
I'm gonna spend gear to try and help on unlocking this door.
Do it. So you get a +1 for that. And
so the door is like starting to unlock on them.
And what are you doing to unlock the door? Basically hacking it.
I'm looking at what they did to get in. They left some marks. They're not clean.
There's no marks or anything on that door.
But is a volunteer thing of like the piece of gear is that card thing in Terminator 2?
Yeah.
Where like you plug like an access card in there, and it's got like a little interface hooked up to it that you can like type the access codes directly into it.
Yeah. Or like on the black level security, maybe like it's on.
It looks like they didn't even use this door.
Oh
well, we're gonna use it. We need to.
Yes, we are.
Get us in, my man.
Get in. Everyone's waiting. Everyone's waiting for you to get in this door.
What's the roll?
It depended on if you were using your drone or not, right? But it sounds like this is probably going to be.
My drone's not here. Like my little drone is out of commission. My big drone didn't make it up here because it's a tank.
Yeah. No, this is probably.
Is this edge for just act under fire? The fire being
that's what I was thinking. Act under pressure, rolling edge here.
Yeah, act pressure.
Because it's the job, right?
Right. With 1 forward for your gear.
It's literally like the mission roll, right?
And maybe 1 forward if fortune helps for like the distraction.
Well, he already has maybe if the help might work. It depends. Yeah. But you're getting +1 for the gear.
Yep.
So act under pressure +1.
Yep.
7, 8.
So it's not perfect, but
it'll do
something.
Yeah, you trigger
costly success.
You know that you were under pressure and you did it kind of dirtily, and you probably left some tracks, right?
Yeah.
And,
but that's fine because we can fucking blame that on these goons, right?
Right. But you know that it was kind of sloppy, but it was fast, and so then the door opens and you guys are in, and as soon as that door opens,
fortune, you got weapons.
Yep. Shots go out. Automatic weapon fire.
Yeah. Fuck. I think I'm gonna
it's one of those clean rooms with like a lot of white around with black server racks, and all of a sudden like shots like ricochet above the door, kind of thing. Like clearly they're hiding behind some of these servers, and their shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should I risk it?
You hear the sound now that the doors are open. There's loud fans going off, right? Like you hear, like not alarms, but just like the server room fans are buzzing and whirling. You also hear the sound of like faint whoosh, like high pitched whoosh. And it's they came in through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing I'd like us to remember: is that this is an anime. So what we could do here is that like we're both
bounce our bullets off the walls,
but then you're like. Basically in a sprint stance a bit further back, continue a yelling match, and then just as the door opens, just dives in like monofilament whip unfurling and let's fuck them up.
Yeah. I think like if we can like go back in time for a second, I'm just like looking at Fortune with like the 3, 2, 1 like go.
Yeah, and I think as the door, just like as that 3, 2, 1 is going on, I think I'm saying, look, I have a monofilament wire and I am not afraid to use it. Put your fucking guns on the ground or soon your arms will be on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm playing hardball.
Well, then you're
Because
acting
that is
under fire first. Because they're shooting, right?
So I'm saying this as the 3, 2, 1 goes down. Like I am warning them that we are coming in, and I'm saying there better not be any guns in any hands when I get in there, or soon the guns and the hands will be on the floor.
Yeah.
And like that's a whole nother situation that
Totally.
they
Roll
don't
edge.
want to be in.
Play hardball.
Yeah.
Play hardball. Play hardball. Roll edge.
Play hardball.
I believe in
Burger.
fortune.
Burner. Yeah.
I don't know. I disbelieve. I disbelieve.
I shouldn't believe in fortune.
I disbelieve.
It's bad.
I make a will see save to disbelieve
you
the
press
illusion.
you open 3, 2, 1, and it's open. A little the door slides open. There's shots that keep you from going inside.
Keep us
and
pinned.
Then keep you pinned, and a little clink, clink, clunk, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
And the fucking grenade rolls. Yeah.
I quickly a fast blinking grenade is at your feet. What do you do?
There's like
It's a long rectangular grenade, and it's blinking white.
so it's a flashbang.
You don't know what I mean. You hope.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel
Matt,
like in this day and
do
age, all
do
grenades
you-
look. I don't. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's a question for you guys: are grenades distinguishable from one another in this setting, or are they the same? Are they all?
I mean,
do
they'd
they all look
have,
like
they'd
a logo?
have
I
to
think
be.
so. Yeah, they're just
They'd have to be because like how else are you gonna know what you're throwing at someone?
But also, I think it depends on like.
I figured they could be set to different things, but that's fine. Okay,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would also make sense.
fine. It's a flashbang.
yeah.
It's a flashbang. Okay.
Yep.
I don't care. I don't care. Like ultimately, let's pick something, but it's a flashbang, right?
I'm
And,
kicking it
yeah.
back in the room. I'm kicking it back.
Yeah. Okay, that's totally act under pressure, right?
Yep.
Do it. I believe in
failure.
Yeah.
Failure is that you're going to not have time, and
I kick
yeah.
it, and that's when it goes off. It's like,
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
it's really bad.
God.
Really, which is really
Like-
bad for you.
Yeah.
Success with the cost is like it's in the other room, but you're looking at it.
No, I mean
Yeah.
no.
Alright.
Partial success is acting under fire again as they
that's-
see fire as they shoot. Right.
Yeah,
oh
it's
god.
double
Yeah,
or
just
nothing.
succeed, my
Yeah.
man. Just succeed.
And I think like as this is happening, I'm already like getting ready to like take advantage. So I'm pulling out a pistol and a
So
knife.
super slow motion. Go.
Can we get some
go, go.
RNG juices in chat, please? RNG bless, please.
Do it.
Yeah.
10.
10.
Yes.
Oh shit!
We're so good at
That's
this game.
You turn the move back on them,
Yeah.
and now they're
I've never-
unconscious.
And then like
flashbang.
and this looks like it turns into like the soccer anime, and then like kick it perfectly, and, like banks off
Bounce
of a
off the
third-
wall. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, and it lands right at
Yeah.
their feet. Goes off.
And I'm just
Yeah,
sitting there
and
like,
That's it. I mean, that's
Four.
you
Yeah,
did.
and,
That's the-
I'm
that's the
literally
dream.
just gonna, and I'm like immediately following, and I've got my pistol out, and I just like put a bullet between the eyes on each of them.
Oh,
The
okay. Yeah.
legendary
Like I'm just putting them
Execute
down.
them.
Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I
like
mean,
I'm,
yeah,
we're just
there's
gonna
no-
wait
there's
for
no
them
roll.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
no,
gonna wait for
yeah.
them to recover their eyesight. Like fuck off.
Well, I
No,
mean,
we're not.
like this is very important to know about this game, right? It's like if you would have not have rolled a 10 there, that'd have been horrible. You would have been blinded, and they were probably like it would have been almost like you guys probably are dead. Like,
Yep.
but you just
Yeah.
turned the move back on them with one move. Like that was a very risky procedure, and thank you for stepping up to it. And yeah, right.
I think it, like
it.
I put my fist out for like anyone,
All I'm doing-
please.
yeah.
I'm never gonna
Oh, yeah.
be that cool again in my life.
Oh yeah, the fist bump comes. The fist bump comes. But like it's like the right hand bumps while the left hand is like reaching for the cable at the back of my head that I plug into the
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I just pat Matt on the shoulder, and I'm like, yeah, good job.
Cool.
Good job.
Yeah.
Proud of
we,
you.
then we cut to probably like Charlie driving the garbage truck.
I have
you're
one more thing to add because this is where I want
yeah.
to spend my gear.
Ooh.
But so my gear is that because I got my gear from my employer, so it's some very fancy cutting edge Taiki like data mining stuff. But I had Rufus take a quick look at it, And it was like we couldn't understand the majority of it. I just had to rewrite from like, I can get the map. I know how to get the map. I've got this. I'm fine. This I sent to look in for anything that would be useful to Becky's story.
See, I was going to do something as well while we had this exact.
I was gonna use gear on something as well.
So yeah, I just like
we're in like the main Racing Commission server room.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
Like my implant specifically is high capacity. If you want data in there, just chunk it to upload. But yeah, so I'm just gonna like plug the gear in, which is just gonna rapidly data mine. So what is it that like you're looking towards terraforming stuff around this race? So I guess I'm like mapping out like special access portions.
There's a lot of special access tunnels beneath Olympus Mons.
Okay. So yeah, I guess like this, like in the eventual newspaper print of this is the giant like image spread that I like download off their server farm. I'm gonna make Becky pay for that later.
Yeah. And actually, so while we're in the server room and while we're at it, Eric, I would like to spend my intel. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna find like one of these goons is carrying a phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna clone the number of the highest ranked Taiki member who was on the phone of Dickens's contacts. I'm just gonna clone that into the contact list and as a recent call off my phone, and then just like tuck it away in my pocket and just like pat my hands and like straighten up my jacket, and then I'm just over by the entrance waiting to leave.
So now the Racing Commission and Taiki are out, so they're going to be at each other's throats.
That's fine. No skin off my back.
Yeah.
I'd like to while
That
we
changes
have
my plans for next session.
9:30
Okay.
with this
Yeah.
this exec. I'd like to just be like, while we're doing this interview between like asking questions like, oh, hey, Charlie, so what do you think about how this race is going to improve like relations between Martian corporations and Earth corporations and all this stuff? And I want to lead in there a research question of what is the connection between the Racing Commission and Brief Free? If that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you offhand. You know that the Racing Commission and Breathe Free is using the race as a smokescreen for something that they're doing.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna roll a research for that.
I mean, sure. Do you want for more information on it? Then let's research. Yeah, let's do it.
And I'm gonna spend my intel to get a +1.
I swear to God, Becky fucking Barker, if you roll a miss,
you mess up our perfect operation.
Nice. Ted.
I'm good at research.
Oh, thank God.
All right. What's the question?
What I just had the list of.
Where would I find how secure, who or what it's related to, who's owned, what? Yeah. What's
the relationship between the Racing Commission and the Brief Free sites that we found on Olympus Mons?
You're looking at long-term plans. The races are going to be a big part. Like, you're looking at the grand scheme of Mars, the Martian races being included in sort of the tourism industries, and seeing so like Mars is like, you're looking at like potential various courses in the future, right, of where they would be going. That's what you find right now.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna spend gear. I want dirt on Papa. I want whatever dirt they have on Papa.
Here on the Racing Commission?
They've got to have some sort of dealings.
May I make a suggestion? As opposed to getting dirt on Papa, because you have gear rather than intel or something, like, could you not just like use gear to artificially insert into like, we're in their central server bank, like hey, let's just move this person up the list of their known problems.
Yeah.
Or just like, hey, what's that? Papa owes us an outstanding debt of fucking 1 million Martian space bucks.
I want to fuck up Papa's life a little bit.
Yeah, 110%.
Either throw him off our trail, and then I feel bad about not giving Charlie the info earlier because I couldn't. So
that is not the thing to feel bad about, Matt.
Okay.
He just feels bad, man.
Yeah, I know, but that definitely okay.
I want to throw Papa off of Charlie, and I want to throw the racing commission after Papa. There was some sort of information that would do that.
And so it was. Yeah, you can do that.
Sweet.
Works for me. Okay.
But only if. No, wrong game. Wrong game.
Yeah, so Racing Commission versus Papa, Racing Commission versus Taika.
God.
Okay. No one has any fucking more gear.
We're just going to keep him too busy to figure out what actually happened.
I'm out.
Like
Jesus. Okay, good. Yeah, all right.
Now it's all down to Charlie to get us back down.
I'm so tempted to like go to that weapon locker that she mentioned and raid it. Like we can.
I think that's it. Like you guys didn't do anything wrong on the mission clock except for one thing. Like there's no threat to get off this place.
There's
like,
room to push if we want to.
Yeah. But like, no, you guys fucking crushed it. I don't know what to tell you.
Eric,
you roll 10s. It's like, okay, you just get what you want.
Lying around in here anywhere by some chance. Is there like a spare black level access card that I can just like?
No, that's definitely
purple level.
No,
well, we have
the purple.
Blue.
You have your
that I can keep.
These guys don't have access
term.
cards. No, they don't.
In the weapons vault, like elsewhere in the facility, while we've got access.
Because you mentioned that Songbird's weapons locker that presumably we can get into with purple level access.
Yeah, I mean there's a weapons locker with purple level access that you get into.
But it's just weapons. Okay, I was hoping it might have more flexibility than that.
Okay, can I do I don't know, might be I want to just like very quickly on our route back, just swing by the weapons locker, and like the aim is there something?
It's not on your way back.
Yeah, that would be changing the mission.
Fair. I mean, I guess my team probably is like, we should just leave. We should just leave, Dickens.
I think I just see the gleam in your eyes, and I'm like, not now. That's a different job. And I just like put my arm around your shoulders and like steer you in the direction of Charlie's trash compactor.
Double tap my PA iPad. I mean, we don't even need to use that. We're not leaving in an emergency. We can all just leave the way we came.
You can literally just leave the way you came.
That's true, actually. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. Like that's a bankable thing.
You guys were so successful that Charlie didn't need to be a hotshot driver today to get out of here.
Yeah, he just got to look pretty in a press conference.
Yeah,
he's very good at that.
Charlie. And he didn't have to know we killed people.
That's a very good day for Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Taiki killed people. Dickens, what are you talking about?
Of course. How can I be so obtuse? But yeah, I don't know if we go back to Songbird's boss's office, and I'll just like,
I'm going to give him his card back.
Yeah. I just walk in
to do.
And just like, if he's drank even a sip of that brandy, I just take the rest, and goes like, it's been a very successful day. A pleasure to do business. And then like, as we kind of rustle through the room, it's like, by the way, you may want to check your server room. There's an awful smell.
Oh my God.
Leave.
It's a bit of a draft.
I believe Flash is having an issue.
Yeah, there's just this string of like shitty wisecracks as we leave the office.
Hey.
Just rubbing it in this guy's face. And then and Fortune is the last to leave and just turns and looks back at him and gives him an I'm sorry face. Like, why are they like this?
All right. They always like this. Yep.
So yeah, where do I go to meet? Am I meeting Killian? Meeting Jean to get paid, or
how does the drop? What's the drop?
I feel like the drop is going to be not personal because they're not here anymore. You're supposed to give it to what's her name? I just had it down.
Jean Killian.
Yeah, Killian.
Okay, so I guess I roll get paid.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No. You're giving it to Songbird. because they're getting off the planet. They're going to Earth, and so you're giving to them to
To take back.
back. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just back in her coffee shop, like, hi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an illegal handover of data in a fucking Starbucks.
In a Mars box.
Marsbox.
Mars box. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I need to roll 2d6 plus 4. That's an 11.
Yes.
Choose 3 from the list below.
Nice.
Okay.
It's not a setup. You're paid in full. The employer is identifiable. The meeting has to attract attention, and you learn something new.
I feel
everyone marks experience.
I feel like the employer is already low key identifiable.
Yeah, no, we kind of agreed that we didn't need that one last time. You are paid in full.
Mhm.
This is
That's good.
It's not a setup or an ambush. I
Good
don't.
choice.
Well, here's the thing. So I'm going to specifically pick. It's not a setup or an ambush, and I'm not going to take the meeting doesn't attract attention of outside parties because the thing of like, I don't care that I walk past a bunch of cameras on my way out, and that everyone knows that I did this.
Yeah.
They weren't in time to stop me. Like
Yeah.
the one was like,
and also like it's not like the racing commission doesn't now have several other things to deal with.
It's
to
also
slow
not the
them
racing
down.
commission. I want the other teams to go like, oh shit, he's a
Oh
player.
god, yeah.
No, this is very much like this is Dickens building his brand.
Yeah, this is like, hey there,
My
Big
brand.
Papa.
Yeah, and yeah, I want like people like Big Papa to know that we hurt them. Okay,
Great.
so
I'm not sure how that's gonna leave Twist, but okay. You do what you gotta do.
Okay.
And the last one is we all learn something. We mark experience.
Yay. So
Yeah.
speaking of experience, speaking
Yep.
of my cabbages, mark 1 XP when you accept the mission. When you decided an approach, mark XP. When you complete the data extract, mark XP. And when the mission ends, mark 2 XP.
So that's 5, and we got 1 from there, so that's 6 experience. So I am on 2 and I'm in advance. What?
Yay, advances.
Yeah, I'm on 11. I've got an advance.
And everybody gets back the cred they staked. 3 times the cred they staked, in fact.
Yes.
So
Hey Eric, how much cred would one need to retire and like win the Martian rat race? Like, how much are we looking at? How much would I need to end the campaign with? Because right now I've got 11.
Probably.
So I'm working
20.
on it.
20.
20? I reckon we could do that. That might be doable.
I'm on 15.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right.
Dickens
You and I, we're gonna rule this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool. Then next week I'm going to start with the group stages and do the race part and the follow up from that. So that'd be good. That's cool. Great.
Yeah.
links.
Sure.
And directives too.
Links. Oh,
if
directives
anyone
too.
has any that they
Yeah.
think are relevant.
So do we want to do which one do we want to do first, Eric?
Oh, let's do directives. Then
Okay.
Cool.
Who's going to go?
Let's start
I
with
learned a-
Drummer Boy. Let's start with Matt.
Yeah.
No,
What are your
not really. Not directives.
What are yours again? I forget.
One of them is revealing about the Vega Chrome thing,
Okay.
and then the other one is selling stuff or like working. Oh, actually, I did work with the black market this session. So I networked with Rocco Tellin about the drone. Would that count for directive?
What's the
Working with Rocco. I mean, it
'cause
wasn't
my-
anything with Vanta Black.
No, but my second one was
way the cost?
stuff with black market.
Not really, because that didn't get you in trouble. Like you didn't use it for the
Yeah.
black market approach. You just used it because he's a hacker.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't go wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Then no on directives. I could have used my gear to get something on Vega Chrome, but I used it to throw the trail off Charlie instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
I got nothing. I got nothing. You weren't in trouble enough for me
Spark?
to save you.
I got rejected. I think. When your former membership in Taika, is how we're pronouncing it,
Yeah.
hinders the mission mark experience.
Totally.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna kill you. Or die trying.
I learned a new thing about Brief Free,
Yes.
So you did.
so I got my revealing.
I purposely raised the legwork clock to make more money. That's
Your money.
mechanically making the mission more difficult. So boom, and I pulled data to help scoop out, which I hopefully think means I like know what she's looking for.
Yeah.
Because I know what. Yeah, and like so I'd like to think that's because I rewrote one of my directives for the benefit of the audience. I now have one called Understanding, which, if I just pull it up, is on this planet mostly filled with dullards, there are a few interesting souls. Amongst them, Scoop is especially dynamic and volatile. When I discover more about her and what makes her tick, mark XP. Last session, we did say that if you did something in the legwork phase and something in the mission phase, you can get XP for both.
Yeah.
Could I get one for helping her find her coworker and then another for the data in the base?
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
That sounds good.
Because I think
Yeah.
the
Helping
whole thing
with
of
Max and
yeah. So because we also had a discussion about like, hey, could you do me a favor?
You spent your
And
money
I
for that.
think you might owe me now. Scoop.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Cool. That's 3 XP for
And
me.
links, right? Links and then outros, and then we're only half hour over budget.
We're so good at this.
Pretty good for 5 people, to be honest.
Yeah. Should be so
60.
much smoother next week because you won't have me around.
Oh.
Well, I'll start links now because I've drawn the attention on myself. I think Fortune knows me better.
I
Fortune
think that's
saw,
fair.
yeah, Fortune saw what can make me angry, and like not fake angry, but like
Really
knows,
angry.
Yeah.
and knows
Yeah.
also knows that maybe Dickens might not be the cold logical machine he likes to pretend he is, and if push comes to shove,
Yeah.
emotional weight might make him make a bad decision.
Yeah. I'd pay that.
So yeah, take +1. Cool. Thanks.
Cool. Ashley?
I think I know Matt better because we hung out a bit and I found out you had a killer tank.
Yeah.
And
And then Papa John really doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Papa Joe.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, so is it who you know better or who knows you better?
who knows you better? It's you pick a person to get +1 with you.
Oh, okay.
But I think that still works. Of like
Like, it still
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
of like
yeah.
Matt saw you in action. Of like you went to
Walking
like,
into a
rescue-
room full of people with guns. Like,
Yeah.
With
that's,
no
pretty,
gun.
that's pretty bad.
and just like having faith in people around you to like
Yeah.
cover their end and stuff like that. It still works.
Yeah, okay. That
Luke?
works.
Your links change?
I think Becky knows Fortune better. After that little incident that happened in the steady.
The snafu, the snafu and the steady.
Yeah, the snafu and the steady. I think that is extremely legit.
Mhm.
The Steady Snafu is an anime episode name in this particular.
If I ever heard one.
That is, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
Sam? Who does Charlie know? Who knows Charlie better?
Same.
I think I'm going to double down on Matt. I
Do
think.
you? I want to put it out there. Do you think there is a case that Dickens knows you better after you fucked over Twist?
That's
I think it's either me or Matt.
Like, trying to float that as a possibility.
Because
I don't
yeah, I
care.
think
We'll roll.
Charlie made it very clear that like to both of us.
Yeah,
that, like,
sure. Dickens. I think that works as well. It was both like the same kind of
Yeah.
both like, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's the thing of. I guess it's the thing of like you threatened to do something bad to Matt. You
actually did something
to
bad.
Dickens. Okay, that's cool. I now have +1 with everybody.
Ooh.
Get on my level.
Minimum.
I've got +1 with everyone and +2 on you. Haha.
I have 2 on you.
I think
And then Matt.
Charlie has knows me better because I denied him the info, saw what happened, like, and then made it up to him with the data. So it's like you kind of saw a bit of the value that I bring into like my personal values that I bring into missions, even though sometimes
Yeah.
not be great.
You came through at the end. That's what matters.
Yeah.
My boy.
But the real thing we learned was friendship.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't
Maybe the
mess
real
with me,
monsters
I
were the
got
friends we
attacked.
made along the way.
Don't mess with me. I got attacked.
Yeah. Also, I just drew a
Revenge us.
tarot. I just drew a tarot card for the session.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
Classic.
pretty good. That was a pretty optimistic session, by the way, for your early
Yeah, that was
prognostication. You guys have rolled very well today.
Yeah, we did. Which means next week we're gonna get fucking ruined.
So you guys gonna,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
like,
predicting.
listen, when you roll well, I gotta reward you. You guys rolled well, right?
Well, like
you can't.
what I'm worried about next time is like how are we even going to get a mission because Dickens isn't going to be doing it for us.
I just checked the Google Doc, and it looks like we're all here for the next one.
Is it? I thought I was.
On the 26th.
No,
Yeah, I'm not here. I'm not here for Sesh 4 because I'm gonna be out of town.
Next one is
I think
Sesh 3 is the next one though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the 26th.
I might be able to wrangle session
Yes,
3.
Eric, that is how accounting works.
Yeah.
But it's my mum's birthday around that weekend, so I might be unavailable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's say some goodbyes.
Yeah, let's do a little bit of goodbyes here. Finbar.
Hello, everybody. My name is Finbar. Sometimes I use Mathin on Twitch. I am at FinbarDS on Twitter. You can follow me there. You should do that because I'm making a podcast playing masks with some cool people. And the first episode is open on audio editing software right now as I am putting it all together. And it will include a beginning bit, which includes my very bad Irish accent.
Bless you for doing sound engineering. Bless you.
Like
Audio engineering's hard.
I'm
bad.
also not very good at it. it's probably very good when you're as
The audacity
good and practiced as
audacity
you are.
and audacity and normalizing and all that shit. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
great. It's not great.
Yeah.
If you
The other day, Drummer Boy.
need some help.
The other day, Drummer Boy was like, "Hey, you should totally produce a podcast. You know someone who can help with that." And I was like, "Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking about it."
So good.
Ashley.
Uh,
Oh, you're not done? I thought you were done.
Follow me
What
for
do you
more
do?
DS. Bye.
Yeah. Oh my god, I ruined it.
It's
Oh my
fine.
God.
Ashley.
It's me. I am Ashley Nova. You find me on Twitch at Ashley Nova, on Twitter at Ashley_Nova_. Do not forget the trailing underscore. I don't know who Ashley_Nova is. They're a loser.
It's someone
They're
else.
not me.
Yeah.
I'm playing some The Witcher 3 at the moment, and I have a Pathfinder campaign which is going really, really well. And yeah, that's about it that's going on with me.
By really well. Didn't you have a TPK quite recently?
Yeah,
Yeah, really well.
So
So that means you won, right?
yeah,
That's how tabletop role playing games work.
that's how tabletop
I mean,
role-playing.
that's how Dungeons and Dragons and like related systems work.
Shade of it all.
Yeah, that's me.
Yay. Cool. Luke.
Hello, I am Luke. You can find me on the internet at twitter.com/wildwoodsgames. Do not forget the S. I write role-playing games sometimes. I wrote one recently, kind of by accident. I will probably be releasing it for an alpha version of it for sale fairly soon. If anyone is interested in Stephen Lumpkin's The West Marches type, weird fantasy exploration on a frontier type play using a Powered by the Apocalypse system, that's a thing. Yeah, and also you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/games from the Wildwood if you are interested in the content I make.
Yeah. Swarg.
I was just thinking about writing a game on accident. Did you use a Mad Lib? Because that sounds great. I'd be really.
I mean, it wasn't quite like that, but
okay, it was like an
I'll
infinite.
tell you the story later.
All right, I look forward to it. I'm Sporg. You can find me mostly on YouTube. I think it said my actual name, Sam Morgula. I don't even know because it's like impossible to change. I have both Swarg and Sam Morgula separate YouTubes because one is shitty, the other is less shitty. That's generally it. Otherwise, you can find me tweeting about most issues in real life, about which I'm about wrong half the time. I'll let you determine which part of that is true.
That's a better ratio than most, though.
You would think. I might be wrong about my own stat of being wrong, so we'll see.
That might be what part of the 50% that's wrong.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, statistically speaking, either he's wrong about the YouTube channel or he's wrong about the amount he's wrong.
Yeah.
He's made two statements. One of them is probably wrong.
Look, he's either right or he's wrong. 50-50. Two options.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least, Drummer Boy.
Hi. I have a new Patreon. I'm going to drop it in chat because if you search Drummer Boy on Patreon, 2 random people come up.
Yay.
So there's me. For Patreon, if you know my music, if you watched any of the breaks on this show, the music I did, I did the music. Weird emphasis on that sentence. Oh boy. Yeah, but the Patreon is more about crowdfunding commissions for tabletop games, like say superhero stuff for Mass, or cyberpunk stuff for the Sprawl, or Near Eastern kind of medieval mythology stuff for Luke's game. Yeah. If you want to find me anywhere else, I'm Drummer Boy on Twitter and Spotify and Twitch and YouTube and all the places. And that's me. Come see the spot or the Patreon to see what I'm up to.
Yeah, cool. And I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris on the internets, and this was my Olympus Overdrive idea, and I'm super happy with it so far. I'm super excited to keep going. It's really fun. You guys are amazing. I was talking about it on the break to everyone how easy it is to GM this when I have players of this skill and caliber. It's really nice. It's really fun. I really, really like doing this and this types of stuff. So thank you all so much. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, I think, for the next game.
That sounds right.
If you follow me here on Twitch and Twitters, you can keep up with the latest updates and that kind of stuff, as well as everything. I think I have all these games set up as events now on my events page, so you can just remind yourself of that. And so with that, I think we're going to be out of here. So take care, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
See you.